Introducing Unicorn Gold from Squatty Potty. Your toilet spray to slay your... Stop.
You're at a party, you don't feel very well, and you have to use someone else's bathroom, and you're just mortified. Well, guess what you have in your purse?
It's the best toilet spray that's on the market, period.
I think they nailed it.
And it's fresher than a meadow of naked baby angels. Don't look at me, I didn't write this.
In the original Squatty Potty, we created a universe that would help people feel comfortable talking about going to the bathroom in polite company. I mean, we had to use it again. There has to be a sequel.
We put a lot of emphasis on the script. We've seen millions of horrible commercials. But you know what surprises people now is an actually well-written, well-crafted ad. We try to actually explain the product to people in a way that will entertain them, but also educate them. Unicorn Gold being amazing is super helpful to us because then the writing and the product work together to create a selling machine of dreams.
Okay.
We have a pretty radical vision, not only to change the way people poop, but to make the bathroom experience better and healthier.
Since the release of our first unicorn video, sales have exploded. The demand for our products has really increased, and that has opened up the opportunity for us to introduce other products.
Beautiful, isn't it? Okay. Okay.
The original idea was hatched out of having a farmer's market basket with fruits and herbs and different things that the unicorn eats them, has some sort of a gastrointestinal reaction.
We already tackled what unicorn poop turned into, so it made sense to then tackle unicorn farts.
My brothers and I, we grew up in Idaho, and so we worked around dairy farms. That's kind of where the inspiration comes from, this tube that comes down and the little plunger looking thing that attaches to the unicorn's rear to extract the gas. And we thought that was both a combination of disturbing and really funny, but then in this cute world that you can get away with things like that.
People couldn't believe it was me. I had friends who commented on the video saying, oh my gosh, this guy's you, thinking that it was like a doppelganger. And then I'm like, no, that's me. That's actually me.
Working with Wes was great. Wes comes right back into that Prince character very quickly. Just is really committed to his craft.
You really don't have to adjust your writing to him because he fits the character so well.
It's one of those characters that I always wanted to play, and I just feel really lucky to be doing it.
I forgot the line. Okay.
It's been a year. We've been working on this formula.
What took so long in developing this product was getting the formula right, and getting the smell right, and getting the product that really was effective at mitigating scent, because that's what it's all about.
We met with chemists, with researchers, with product development people.
You know, they had some prototypes that didn't smell quite right or didn't quite have the stink fighting capabilities that were needed.
Almost ad nauseum trying to get these smells correct.
I was going to say unicorn farts, so I'm starting on a good foot.
We shot Wes and the unicorn separately. We would have to do a split screen and put them together and time it so that they're interacting off one another.
Everything in this video is a composite of several different shots, including visual effects plates, Prince delivering his dialogue by himself, the unicorn working by itself.
Like a Monet masterpiece. Okay. Am I? Oh, I didn't know my face was in the shot, is it? Yeah, it is. Oh, I was just like saying words. I'm like, I don't need to act now.
We started with the essential oils.
And basically essential oils, they create this film on the surface and trap the bad odors underneath the water.
In our research, we found out that different scents smell really good, but they don't cover poop. And other scents really cover poop better.
We went through myriads of sprays and formulas, and we gradually narrowed it down to 5 scents.
We've taken everybody's favorite scent and put it together in a rainbow of colors and flavors. Every scent is completely different.
Not even being like a bathroom product or like a product to cover up a smell, like just the smell itself is pleasing and nice.
I'm excited about that because you'll find one that you love.
Why are we so confident?
My opinion of unicorns has vastly changed in the past few years. I didn't know nearly as many things as I know about unicorns as I do now.
I was really excited to do a new unicorn for the second Squatty Potty. This time around we knew exactly what we wanted to do and how we were going to do it.
We were able to extend the vision of the unicorn. We were able to make the puppet do even more than what the original had.
Things that were a nightmare to get through on the first one were now more exciting. The eyes move more individually. They can blink separately. We put service servos actually into the lips of the unicorn, so he actually moved more like a real horse's lip would neigh. A lot of people ask me about the eyeballs. They're Christmas ornaments. A little plastic iris was glued inside, and then we paint white behind it, and that creates the eyeball.
Unicorn gold comes in a delightful array.
When we decided that we wanted to develop our unicorn gold, foremost we wanted a product that was safe and that works.
And that's when the gold came up.
I'll be honest, I was actually pretty skeptical when I first heard about this concept of putting gold in with these essential oils to fight odors. It kind of sounded a little bit gimmicky to me.
Most toilet sprays are essential oils based. For the most part, they work great, trapping the odors under the water, but where they fall short is in the air. What sets unicorn gold apart is the gold.
It's actually nanoparticles of real gold.
Scientists have been using gold nanoparticles for years. They use it to fight microbes, body odor.
Sulfur is what makes your poop stink. Gold and sulfur bond.
They literally snap to each other like magnets. It essentially renders them inert.
So the stench isn't just hidden, it's completely gone.
It does what sprays which have come before it have done, which is to block off stench that's below the water. And then it also goes a step beyond, and it blocks off anything within the drop zone. So we say between the cheeks and the water.
I was pretty shocked. Not only does it smell great, but it works better than even other sprays out there.
You know, originally it was going to be called Unicorn Toots. That was the kind of the working title. So then, you know, Unicorn Toots became Unicorn Gold.
The main difference between the original unicorn and the new one is size. We had this arbitrary number picked at 3 feet tall for a pony when we first started making the original unicorn. That wound up with quite a huge head. What we did the second time around is take it down a notch and wind up with something a little bit easier to puppeteer.
An interesting challenge we had for the castle set was the door had to be blown off by a scripted explosion from inside the castle. We had to not destroy our set, so we had to build a number of doors that were resettable and that could be safely blown across the room. We used a rigid pink insulation foam, grooved it, and gave it the texture of wooden boards.
Normally a big pull like that, if it was a wood door, solid wood door, we would have used huge pneumatic rams called a ratchet. We realized right in the beginning these doors were weak enough that a ratchet wouldn't work, so we had to come up with something simpler.
So we come up with a way to cut the hinges in half, set them on the door, and use a bungee pole with a trip to jerk the door off to make it look like it blew off. And then we have 2 small air mortars. We put 2 of those behind the door, and we blow that at the same time as the door, so it looks like an explosion. 3, 2, 1.
Look at her shoes on the squatty potty. Yeah, I know.
We have put a lot of time and effort and thought into Unicorn Gold. It's not something that just we threw together in a few weeks or in a few months. This has been a long, protracted process, and we're very confident that this is a great product.
I was really sad when I ran out of my little tester. I had it at home, was using it up when it was gone. That was a sad day, and I think my wife misses that as well.
It's the best toilet spray that's on the market, period.
I love the scent that it puts in my home.
Once you've used it and you've experienced the benefits in the day-to-day, it's hard to go without it.
Going to the bathroom doesn't need to be uncomfortable. It should be very comfortable. It's something we all do every day.
I think that's what Squatty Potty is all about, is making your life better.